Hello all, and welcome to another recording from a Concussion Education Group meeting regarding mindset. As our standard disclaimer, this is not medical advice. Our group meetings are not confidential because they are in a group environment, and we often record the meetings so that way we can post small snippets to our social media. I am the host of the meeting. As you may be able to tell, my hair has grown since we posted that photo, and you may or may not be able to see in this video. Regarding guests, if there's anyone from our clinic as practitioner that you would like to hear from, you're welcome to request it so that way I can ask them to join. And if there's anyone in general that you'd like to hear from, please let me know. Of course, family members are always welcome to these meetings. So like I mentioned, today's plan is mindset, looking over some background info regarding fixed and growth mindsets, and then of course, tools and people, ending off with the discussion. Either you have what it takes or you don't. I want you to reread this for a moment and think in your head, does this sentence, does this statement, does this quote resonate with you? So fixed mindset. Fixed mindset is generally considered our fixed traits. This is what I am capable of. This is what I can do. And there are things that I cannot do. Often kind of considered our intelligence level as well. These are things that I know and I couldn't possibly learn something new, such as a Rubik's Cube task. You either can or you can't. Now, a growth mindset is the opposite. Growth mindset is considered dynamic. It's often associated with attributes such as grit or persistence. Growth mindset takes advantage of neuroplasticity or the neuroplastic nature of our brain. Kind of consider it like a Play-Doh. It's malleable. You can shape it how you want. It can grow or it can do the opposite if not used. For the tools and people, what we're going to be talking about is Carol Dweck regarding yet and Alia Crum talking about placebos. Dr. Carol Dweck earned her PhD from Yale. She's a professor at Stanford, and her TED Talk is approximately 10 minutes, which will be linked in the caption of this video, or the description, my apologies. She's talking yet. I can't yet. Going back to that sentence I mentioned earlier, either you have what it takes or you don't yet. We want to be aware, let me move myself out the way here. We want to be aware of self-limiting. So going back a moment here. Either you have what it takes or you don't yet. Self-limiting is either you can or you can't. I am limiting myself. I can't do something. I'm not able to do that task. I can't do a Rubik's Cube. Now, instead, if we shift our focus a little bit to include the word yet at the end of that statement, I can't do it, but I may be able to in the future. And we're simplifying that to yet. So we're talking about using that yet instead. So the next time you have a thought that may be self-limiting, saying, I can't do that, I'm unable, I don't have the facilities, well, I want you to think yet. I may be able to in the future if I work at it. Dr. Alia Crum also earned her PhD from Yale, professor at Stanford, and her video is from the Stanford alumni page on YouTube, and it's approximately an hour long. The two concepts I want to take away from her video are placebo and nocebo. So many people may have heard the term placebo, but I also want to talk about nocebo. And we're going to look at it with a study done regarding histamine. Histamine is something that causes an allergic reaction. So what they did was they had many patients, many volunteers show up to this doctor's office, and they gave them a little skin prick with histamine. That will cause an allergic reaction. As you can kind of see here, this little red swelling. Now, all the people got the skin prick. Half of them got an explanation afterwards where they got the skin prick, then some cream was wiped on them, and the doctor said, this cream will make your rash worse. The other half got the same skin prick, got the same cream, but the doctor said, this cream will make your rash better. The cream was inert. It had no medicinal ingredients in it. It had no effect on the actual allergic reaction size. So what happened? There was a significant difference. If we're looking at this size, this is the group that was told the rash will get worse from the cream. And we see they had a larger allergic reaction size. They were measured in millimeters here. This was the group that was told their cream will make the rash better. They had a smaller allergic reaction size. The skin prick was the same. The cream was the same. The only thing that changed was what they were told. Whether they were given a placebo, meaning that this will make it better, or a nocebo, they were told a self-limiting statement almost, that this will make it worse. So what I want you to take away is, are there anything in your life that are placebos? Is there anything in your life that is a nocebo? Have you convinced yourself that certain activities will cause this to you, or certain activities will feel good? As always, at the end of the meetings, questions can be directly to me or to other members of the group or to our team. Since this will be posted online, you can pose questions in the comments section below, and we'll do our best to get back to you. In the discussion portion of the meeting, we talked about, can you leverage placebos, things that will give you a good response just through words alone? Can we use this as an advantage to us to help us improve or to help us accomplish certain tasks? Then we talked about, are you unconsciously noceboing yourself? Maybe consciously even. Well, this could be things like, I couldn't possibly do that because it will give me a headache. And unfortunately, you're correct. Whether you say you can or you can't, you're right. And also, what mindset do you think you have? Are you one of the fixed mindsets that you think your brain, your mind, your traits are the same and they cannot change? Or can we work towards adapting the growth mindset where we're dynamic, we have grit, we have persistence, and we are neuroplastic, meaning we can change our brain? And of course, can you include yet into your daily life? You may not be able to do something now, not yet. In summary, whatever statement you say that may be self-limiting, please include yet and nocebo beware. Please do not limit yourself and do not limit your capabilities. And these are all our social platforms. I would appreciate all of those who follow us. Thank you for listening, and goodbye for now.